Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Oh, so first and foremost, life on the road. Sorry, my background is wrinkled AF. That's okay. We're going to see more of those wrinkles over the next few days. And it's gonna be fine. So this Mercury, this all of these retrograded planets need their butts beat. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I'm saying. So yeah, totally ended up having to just take a nap, which I didn't do. And then I decided to do other things. And then I was told I needed to go live. I thought I wasn't going to go live today, but I was told I needed to go live because because Mercury is out of hand. Mercury is out of hand. Do you know how I know? I was trying to placate my boredom by going on Facebook a few minutes ago. And you know what happened? I found myself commenting on someone's. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened. I know what happened. I was going to check something, and then I saw the first portion of someone's post. It was a very top post. And Jazz, I'm going to have to call you out on this, okay? So my girl Jazz had a post and something about this person is a child of Satan, and it was a picture of a Rothschild. And I was like, because I was like, yeah. And then what ended up happening was, for some reason, I saw the top comment, and there was this man who was like, don't be so judgmental. And I didn't click on their profile, but I was just like, listen, Satan was also made by God. And if you really believe what you believe about your God, because they talked about doing like the laws of being a good, Christian or Catholic or whatever, same religion as me. And I was just like, that's not nice, sir. And so they commented to me, like, why would you write that? Why would you write your God? Do you not believe? And then I was like, don't you dare tell me what to believe. You're so out of hand. And someone needs to tell you. And then I went on his profile to like really get a sense of who I'm about to argue with. Oh my God, he's a grandpa. Oh my God, he's just a grandpa. I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. This damn Mercury. Damn it, Mercury. And then on top of that, I wore work gloves as I was working on some work stuff that involves power tools. Some of my spice was reduced. My spice got reduced. I'm not as spicy now. Look at that. They're supposed to all be this sharp. The tips are gone. I got rounded out. I don't know. Maybe that was just, letting me know to retract the claws. Don't be clawing people online. Stay off social media. So I'm going to stay off social media, and instead I'm going to do a reading for you guys. Instead, I'm going to do a reading for you guys, okay? Let's get started. Y'all better start commenting. I don't know what's going on. Something about Mercury. There's like, retro drama. And we kindly need you, Sir Retro Drama, to miss us with your bullshit. With your bullshit, okay? Kindly miss us with that. I'm just saying, we don't need none of that. This girl Does not need none of that. So I got to stay offline because I have an extra attitude problem today. Yeah, I got to stay offline. You guys are safe, though. You guys are safe. I can't claw family. I can't. We don't do that to family. You know, I told you guys how my dad raised me. I could claw everyone else in the world. That's okay. But, not family. You're not allowed to claw family. This is a general reading for the collective whole. General reading. Okay. So let's pull a couple cards. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, this is perfect. We need to allow things to change, okay? Now, winds of change are coming, and this is being experienced as like a lot of turbulent thoughts, and all of that, like different stuff. And what we need to do is make sure that we feel sheltered within ourselves. There's nothing worse than having sensitive skin and being out in the cold wind. It's not even a breeze, it's the wind, and not having anything to cover your skin with. Like if you have really sensitive skin like me, that's painful. It's like it feels like the wind rubs you raw. And I'm feeling like this is what this period is doing. It's kind of rubbing many of us raw, rubbing off the layers that prevent us from speaking truth to each other. It's not bad to speak truth, but it's also not a good idea to use that truth to be intentionally abrasive. Okay. Like, you know what? Before I forget, I need to I'm sorry, Mr. Man. Let me just apologize to him. Um, um, oh, motherfucker. Wow, don't go goofy on me. Why are you so upset? I didn't say anything disrespectful to you. I know our Lord and Savior died for our sins. What does that have to do with me questioning as to why everybody is being so judgmental on this fine gentleman? This is what he's writing. What did John D. Rockefeller do that you all think was so bad? That's all I'm getting at. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to find out why everybody's dissing on this man and saying he's the spawn of Satan. Please don't get upset. I'm just asking. Well, Mr. Greg, I'm just matching your motherfucking energy. No, no, no. He's old. Get off social media. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. I'm going to comment, sir. Unfortunately, I lost some of my spice tonight. And someone had to be the recipient of my rage. You're the unfortunate motherfucker that oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to comment. I did a whole live stream about this, sir. I was so upset at my behavior, not yours. What did Rockefeller do? Well, let's not talk about that. Where the fuck's Michael, by the way? Where's Michael? Why didn't he are you sure you want to comment this? I didn't hear any of that. He says I wasn't listening. I gotcha. Guardian angel. Allow your guardian angel to talk to you these days, okay? Don't let yourself be run by strictly emotions. Don't do it. Don't do it. As empaths, as Pisceans, we have a tendency to feel things much deeper than other people. And it's okay to feel things much deeper. I'm sure he didn't even write it like that. I read it like that. He didn't write it like that. He's probably like, listen, I'm not trying to upset you. Oh my God. Sir, can we just talk on the phone? Should I FaceTime him? No, 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 no. Leave him alone. You've already said way too much to that poor man. Leave him the fuck alone. Stay in your lane, girlfriend. Stay in your lane. Don't be bothering people, especially not the elders. For all you know, he can't handle the kind of spice despite it being reduced. It might still be too spicy for him. He might be from one of the northern states where they don't do spice. Okay. So leave that shit alone. I should really say sorry. I feel badly. Deal with it later. So, change and guardian angel. I think your guardian angel is trying to redirect you. You know, like redirect you. Redirect you like that. Redirect you, but you got to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you won't notice the blaring signs. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is Jazz is arguing with him right now. She's arguing with him, so maybe I don't need to apologize. I don't know. He's so old though. In his bio, the first thing it says is I'm a grandpa. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, 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 no. Just have fun with life. Oh my God, that's totally the face I made when I was like, I'm going to comment on this. That's why I have eczema flaring all over my face. I'm stressed the fuck out. Oh my God. Okay. Calm down. Just, girl, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. There. You're distracted. It's good. Look, be playful with yourself, have fun, not at other people's expense like I did earlier. Just flow with it. Just flow with it. And to my defense, I don't know why I need to defend myself. I'm defending myself from myself right now because I feel like a total asshole. There were maybe like 5 or 6 other people commenting on his comment, and they were all attacking him. And I was just like, sir, I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone. But they're disrespectful. They shouldn't talk to elders like that. Perception. It's all about perception. The ththings that you perceive might not always be the way you perceive it. Like I totally perceive that as like, he probably just some middle-aged guy. He trying to control everybody. So let me just claw him partial claw. And then I realized he's much older than what I thought. So, and then the gentleness came out. You know what I mean? The gentleness. Allow yourself to be more gentle when it's appropriate to be gentle. I think, okay, so I've looked 3 times, 3 doves for peace. If I look a 4th time, we're out of peaceful doves. We are out of peaceful doves. Hold up, guys. I gotta fucking delete Facebook off my phone because I'm gonna look again. Let me just fucking delete this shit really quick. Uninstall. Yes, I want to uninstall the app. Uninstall it. Hurry up. Okay. It's uninstalled. Okay. Whoo! We did it. All we had were 3 peaceful doves. And then I would have been out of peace had he tagged me again. So we just totally deleted the whole fucking app off the phone. We're safe now. We can focus on the reading. All right. Okay. What the fuck is this shit? I don't know, but I think some of y'all gonna be pregnant by summer. I wish I was joking. Better not fucking be me. I'm just saying. Okay, hold up. Oh, this reading is becoming really fucked up. I'm just my eczema's flaring up even more. I don't like. Okay, look. So summertime, right? Summertime. I'm like, what's up with summer? Like, what's gonna happen? Is just move my mic a little bit. Is it like, because we were playfulness? What kind of play are you doing? I don't know. Oh my God, that's like a phallic symbol. She's sitting on a phallic symbol. Y'all better not be fucking around with me. This is for you guys. I claim nothing of this. So look, fertility, like creativeness. I don't know. Maybe you're going to birth something else. Who knows? And then hand fasting union. Now I'm making my teeth hurt. Well, what's it say? By the Wiccan law, ye must, in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words, the Wiccan. I can't make that out. Fulfill, and ye harm none. Do as ye will, and but I can't follow this with mind and heart. What? I can't read it. I don't know. Ethos. I think I stressed myself out more. I feel eczema. I feel a hive starting right here. We're just gonna put this to the side. We're not dealing with none of that shit. Okay, so card number 40, Sacred Fool. You're the only one in control here. See how I put the cards to the side like that? That's what you need to do. If it's not vibing with you, it's not vibing with you. It's okay. We don't even got to argue. We don't got to try and correct things. We don't got to understand. If it's not vibing, we put the cards down and we put it to the side. If people ain't vibing, we put down the bullshit. We put it to the side. It's okay. I don't need to be bothered by that shit. I don't need no hives. I mean, I am starting to develop some hives. But no. We're gonna work this out within ourselves. Just put it down and set it aside. Okay? Just like that. Just like that. When people are trying to include you in their Mercury-based bullshit over the next couple weeks, well, just let them do that by themselves. You'd be like, oh, okay. No, you don't really need my help. You got that. That's all you, Bo. That's all you, bro. No, you got it. Look, yeah, no, you got it handled. You do that all on your own. Don't participate. Don't participate. Don't allow yourself to get sucked into things. Don't start new ventures during Mercury retrograde. Don't start new plans. No, none of that during Mercury retrograde, because they won't come to fruition. They'll be all fucked off. They will not come to fruition. Okay. The things you should start are things you don't want to last. So you want someone to kind of go away, engage them. Engage them in this period. Try and be BFFs. Oh my fucking God. I just texted the shit out of my sister-in-law. No. Oh shit. I can't take that back. I don't want her to go away. Oh my God. Why did I do that? You guys have like some Freudian stuff? I actually like her. Though. Okay. What did I say about you're not vibing? You just set it to the side. We're not letting it bother us. Card number 11, Diving for Light. This is a period where things might look a little bit, dark and dreary. That's okay. It doesn't stay dark forever. Eventually, the sun rises once again. And the darker it gets, the more you have to remind yourself that the sun is coming even closer. Okay? The sun is coming even closer. If you allow yourself to remember that everything eventually changes, that everything eventually will rebalance itself because that's how creation is. It seeks balance, it seeks homeostasis. Eventually, everything will kind of circle back around, back to a neutrality. Card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. Now, everything I just said goes out the window when people take it too far with you. Okay? Everything that I just said goes out the window when people take it too far with you. You can set everything to the side all you want, but when people cross specific lines, okay? Okay? Does that make sense now? You own it. You own it. Allow yourself to really just stick up for yourself. Some people just need to be let known. Like, you just need to let them know, like, motherfucker, you see right there? Your second toe, that's slightly deformed. My second toe is longer than my big toe. Fuck you if you don't think that's sexy. I don't think that's sexy. My second toe is like a whole fucking finger. Anyways, sir, your finger toe is crossing a line. It's okay for you to let people know. What I'm learning over and over and over again is that when I don't say anything and I don't say anything and I don't say anything, all of that energy that I would have used to communicate something in a gentle way gets built up. And by the time I say something, it's going to be real harsh. It's going to be real harsh. And for some, you need to be harsh. Mostly, you need to just speak up when you need to speak up and not bottle it all in until it just kind of like projectile. We don't always need to stay quiet for the sake of peace. When you do that, when you stay silent to kind of preserve a peace that doesn't even really exist, okay? You then create an internal war. You go to war with yourself because how long do you spend now like tripping about, I should have said this, I should have said this, I should have said that. And then now it's too late because, like an hour later, 2 days later, you want to say something? No. You have to respond when it's appropriate to respond. This is about finding your voice. That toe configuration is considered to indicate noble ancestry. Hi, Patty. Yeah, no, I've totally been like noble for many of my lives. And I've always also been like excessively wicked too. So, balance. Nobility and wickedness, we balance it. Balance it, Yeah. Just saying. Just saying. It's okay. It's okay for you to allow different parts of you to come forward as is appropriate by your feelings. Okay. You've been peeing like you're pregnant. We're going to leave that one alone. You cannot be pregnant because that shit comes in threes unless two of you want to volunteer in the comments. I'm just saying. That comes in threes, and two of you better volunteer to be pregnant right along with Eliza. Because no. We're shielding this whole space right now. No. Okay. I'm not trying to. No. I got to move forward. Card number 4, against the grain. She says, I hope I'm not a willing volunteer. And for anyone that's like, oh my God, how can you not want a child? Okay, first off, I have hella fucking kids that I adore. Okay? Hella fucking kids that I adore. It's not about not wanting children. It's about every single time I'm with child in my body seems to think that it's like the green light to kill me. I'm not joking. Okay? There's something to be said about being on bed rest from like week 2 of the pregnancy. I find out I'm pregnant at like week 1. Sometimes I even know I'm pregnant right when it gets fertilized. I'm not fucking around here. No, no, no. I really can't be laying in bed from week 2 until I give birth. I can't do that. I can't do that. I refuse. Michael says we could roll you in a bed with wheels. How about mind your fucking business, bro? Card number 4, against the grain. Sometimes people are going to be abrasive with you during this period. Just because. I don't know. People become so aggressive. People become so aggressive when it's Mercury time. No. Let's be really honest here. People have just been aggressive, period. People have just been aggressive, period, for no good reason other than because they can. People are allowing more of their true face to come out, and I'm noticing more and more people trying to control other people. I'm not the one, baby boo. I am not the one. Do not try and control me. Card number 42, the word wants to be written. Does that mean I should reinstall Facebook? No. No. That's not it. That's not the message. Card number 42. The word wants to be written. This is about manifesting what you choose to manifest, because words don't just show up on the paper, right? You have to actually think about what you're writing, because yeah, lines can show up, scribbles can show up, but do full on words show up? No, it does not. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Or did I go mute? Okay. Okay. Card number 43, come to life. So this is about really manifesting the things that make you feel alive. And that manifestation is going to take some time. Okay. So just start thinking about things right now. Don't actually start to put things into order. Don't put things into some sort of like, I don't know. I guess just think about things for now. Use this period to think about what you really want. And maybe that's what this says. Like a union, gathering your pieces, making yourself whole again. Fertility is also about creation, creating opportunities for yourself. You guys, if you truly want to remain free, you have to start your own business. Okay. I'm being completely serious right now. If you want to remain free to the degree that freedom currently exists, you have to start your own business, and you have to allow your abundance in. You have to allow yourself to receive. I'm not talking about donations, nothing wrong with donations, but I'm not talking about donations. I'm talking about allowing yourself to receive the opportunities and the offers that are rightfully yours. Stop pushing things away in this period simply because you don't want other people to go without. Them going without is their choice, not yours. Their choice, not yours. Okay? So, what is offered to you? If it resonates, accept it. If it does not resonate, do not accept it. Card number 35, conscious connections. Allowing yourself to connect with the very people who can help manifest, bring to fruition whatever plans you have. You will only experience stability once you free yourself from whatever this is. And what are you dealing with? It's whatever it is you're dealing with. You have to free yourself from that, because if you don't, then you won't. You won't. You have to create opportunities. Now, Society is structured in such a way that will help you to truly believe that a new business will fail. Why? I was just talking to someone earlier about this very topic. Like, dude, you have amazing taste. You know things before it becomes a full-on trend. That makes you very cutting edge. Use your skills. You know about high-level multi-million, multi-billion dollar corporations. You know about corporate functions. Use that to your advantage. You have a partner who can build things. Use that to your advantage. Allow your gifts to provide for you and your family. And don't be afraid. Regardless of whether or not you are at the level of financial stability that you would like to be at, do you really consider yourself a failure? Do you really consider yourself a failure? Can you not see that everything in your life that needed to get done, you did? I'm not talking about the expectations people have implanted into your head about where you should be, how you should live, what you should drive, when you should be all of this that they're telling you to be. No. The problem that I've identified is that we begin to take in other people's expectations of what they believe we need to achieve at the time frame they believe we should achieve it. And when we don't do that, since we've taken it in as our truth, we then think, oh, I failed. But have you really? Take a really clear look at what's actually happened. You failed at being what someone else told you to be. You did not fail yourself. You did not fail your goals. You failed at trying to do something that wasn't meant for you. So is that a failure or is that a redirection? I highly doubt that's an actual failure. I'm pretty sure that's a redirection. Did I fail at medical school? No, I was redirected. Because I promise you, every time I was like, I'm gonna fucking actually do it this time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go all the way. As soon as I start looking at courses, I end up pregnant again. Like, and then I have to wait another 2 years because the first 2 years of my children's life, they are literally tied to me, literally on my body, worn on me at all times, unless, we're cuddling on the couch or cuddling in the bed or whatever. So, did I fail at college? Like, I don't know, like 7, 8 times? No. I was redirected because I kept trying to convince myself that I have to be this specific thing in order to have value and be seen as successful. And no, I don't. No, I don't. I have to be what I am. And what I am is what comes out of me naturally. When you say you're going to try, then you're not being you. I got to try to be more. I got to try to be less. That's not you. You don't have to try to be yourself. So then, how would we phrase it? Well, before you phrase it, you have to frame it properly. What's actually going on here? Is there an actual problem? Or is what I'm perceiving to be a problem nothing more than a recognition of a program that I'm preparing to disable? Do I need to try to speak more? Or do I need to recognize there's a program running in the background from childhood where I was consistently told to be quiet, to not talk about things that are uncomfortable, to not say things that are weird? So, do I have a problem speaking, or do I have a program telling me, restricting me, making me feel ashamed to say things that I actually want to say? Which one is it? Is there a problem with me speaking publicly, or is there a problem with me speaking because that's what I was told in childhood? I realized a lot of the things that I found myself saying, oh, I need to be more, I need to be less. That was stuff I learned in childhood. I was a very extroverted toddler, extremely precocious and extremely extroverted. I'll talk to anybody. And I distinctly remember after I paused and tried to assess, where is my social anxiety actually coming from? Because there's times, like there were a few years where I chose to be very social, and I totally forgot about that. I remember I used to go with my friends to the different colleges that they were attending. I had dropped out of my college. And then I would go with my friends to their universities and like kind of just audit the class with them, just sit in class and write like I'm part of the class and learn. And then that was it. Sometimes I come back, sometimes I don't. And it's like, I distinctly remember one day I went with my girlfriend to her class or the library at one of the Cal States. And then I just started talking to someone in the library. And we were just having an amazing conversation, random ass person. And I started the conversation. I remember my friend was like, I swear you can make a friend anywhere. And I was like, oh, thank you. But then I don't know what happened, because not long after that, I totally experienced the opposite polarity and began to convince myself, like, I'm so antisocial. I have so much social anxiety. No, you don't. Why are you trying to tell yourself that? Well, because, sometimes people are not safe. Like they might have some sort of malicious intent. I don't know. And where does that come from? Because I mean, you guys have pretty much witnessed, I have no problem speaking my mind to pretty much everybody. I have no problem like getting, aggro and like really letting someone know in the comments. I got no problem doing that. So what's the real problem? Because that takes a lot of balls to be publicly visible and to show that ugly part of myself in order to negate someone's, testing the boundaries, right? So that tells me I'm not actually scared of people. What is the actual issue? What program is running? Well, first off, I was a really cute toddler, according to people. Like, really cute. I don't know. I haven't decided. They're like, you were just so cute. I was told that I look like a Filipino Gerber baby. I don't know, shit. But I thought about it longer and I was like, oh shit. I remember because we used to live in Fruitvale, Oakland. Fruitvale is a very rough area of Oakland, you know? And I went to public school and you know, I didn't speak English. I didn't speak English. I started school not speaking English. And so I was just like smile at everybody, like, oh, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm going to smile because we're going to be friends. And then the teacher told my mom that I needed to learn English and that I'm very friendly, but we can't communicate because I don't know English. And so, my mom then made it a point to tell me that I would get kidnapped. I say, what? Yes. Because when cars drive past the apartment, we in the fucking hood, yo. We in the hood, yo. When cars drive, down Fruitvale. Ah, hi. And my mom be like, you acting like you're a celebrity and stuff. You're gonna get kidnapped. And she would tell me that every fucking day, every day, to the point where I stopped saying hi to people. I mean, she probably did have a point because I literally was fearless with strangers. I just figured, like, if you try and take me, I will fight you. I've literally been like this my whole life. So that's the program that runs. That's the program that runs because literally everywhere I go, if there's a car that's parked a little too close, I got to assess if someone's in the car. Like I will literally energetically scan the car. And if someone's there, you know, I got to make sure you're not thinking about the best way to approach me, to yank me out of my car. I'm heavier, but I'm still not so heavy that you can't pick me up and carry me. Just take me. Yeah. So I still have that program running and I'm working through it. Just because you identify the program that's running doesn't mean it's going to suddenly disappear. It doesn't mean that. You have to continue to work through it. Card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Be gentle with yourself as you go through this process. This Mercury retrograde can definitely help you to uncover a bunch of your traumas. Like, really bring it to the surface. You're probably going to feel extra raw. You're probably going to feel like the world is coming down around you and you feel unsupported and unloved and all of this other like really difficult emotion that's needing to be processed, but you're worth it. You're worth the process you go through to reach more profound levels of inner, under, and overstanding of yourself and your soul. You know what I mean? You're worth it. You deserve to understand yourself. I'm not a perfect person. I'm perfect in all my flaws. I'm meant to be this way. And when I say I'm meant to be this way, what I mean is I'm meant to exist as I am with a knowing that I will not stay this way, that I will continue to shift and grow through my life. I will forever shift and grow. There's no apex that I will reach. Everyone is like seeking to be a master of something, an expert. And then what? And then what? What, people will worship you? People will see you as the authority? What if you're not interested in that? And then what? What happens when you reach that point where you know more than everyone else and you believe that to your core, that you know more than everyone else and no one can prove you wrong? You stop learning. And if you stop learning, to me, to my fucking heart, you stop living. You really stop living. You stop existing with a purpose. You just become this, robotic program. And that's, to me, that's not enough. I want to actually exist with a purpose, even if I don't know what that purpose is. And in order for me to know more about what that purpose is, I'm going to need to continue to learn and grow and expand my awareness and shift my positioning within my field of awareness. So it's a never ending process. It's this declaration of my choice to be a dynamic piece of consciousness, not static. Not static. The goal is not to be static, it's to be dynamic. And in order to be a dynamic consciousness, you have to free yourself to move and glide and slide and shift, dance through your life. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You really get to see how important you are, not how popular, but how important your existence and safety is to other people when you go through the hardest things in life. I was stuck in that parking lot and I didn't want anyone to know. Not because I was ashamed, because I didn't want pity. You know what I mean? I had a very clear knowing, like just a knowing, not a hope, not faith, but a pure fucking knowing. I'm not going to be there forever. I just need to learn something. I don't know what it is yet. But once I do, I'm not going to be here anymore. I'm going to be somewhere else. And this is just going to be a memory. And I'm going to look back and I'm going to laugh about it at the funny parts. And gosh, one of my girlfriends, I don't know how she kind of pieced it together. I don't know how she did, but she didn't say anything to me. Next thing you know, my PayPal goes off and it says, "We love you," from her. And I was like, I messaged her. I'm like, "Wait, what? Why did you send me this?" She goes, "Because we love you." And I was like, "No, I don't need this." And she's like, "Hey, let the people who love you just love on you." And I was like, "Oh, holy shit. Holy shit." That helped me to see something so difficult for me in such a different way. And it was always this trauma of, if I let someone help me, then they own me. I owe them, they own me, and I'm never going to repay this back, and I will forever be under their thumb. And here's the thing, this is how beautiful life is balanced. The same night she sent me money, someone else sent me money too. That person's not so good. That person was everything that I was just talking about. They sent me X amount of money, which I didn't ask for. And then they put my name on a spreadsheet and the date and the amount of money that they sent me that I didn't ask for. And from that point on, I had to promote them and fight with people publicly on their behalf. And I had to basically, be their wingman and bring more people to their audience. And mind you, within like a month or two, I I more than paid them back. I gave them, I think it was double what they gave me, and I still had to continue all of that because that's what they expected. Yep, that's what they expected. And then, as though that wasn't enough, um they then saw that I was reaching quite a few people. They were keeping tabs, according to, I don't remember who, but they were keeping tabs on how many people watch my live stream while it's live and the view count for several days. And when they began calculating that, they then began to publicly state that I'm their most successful project. What the fuck did you do? How did I become your project? How did you suddenly make me? Because you exploited a moment where I was in a very low spot and I didn't ask you for help, you just sent it. So it was very, very beautiful to have those two very polarized experiences. Yeah. And when I paid my girlfriend back, and I believe I gave her um, also double what she gave, um, she was just like, "That's so not necessary. Like, I told you, we just love you. Like, you didn't, it wasn't a loan. You didn't have to do any of that." And so I gave her line too. Just let the people who love you love you. This is the only way I can say thank you. And I'm just grateful. It's not paying you back. I'm grateful. And I have no other way to show you. These two polarities will always exist. Whatever you allow to take the forefront of your awareness is what you will experience. I allowed them to be juxtaposed. Goodness, not so good. Together, really fucking bad and manipulative. Oh shit, I actually have real friends. The totality of that learning. Powerful. Powerful. Weren't they trying to get help from you? Who? The person who No. No. They weren't trying to get help from me. They were purchasing my services. They were purchasing my ability to draw an audience. Because that's how we connected in the first place. For some reason, I had seen their live stream and I had commented a few things on the live stream. And I had encouraged him to cry because he was trying to hold it back. He was speaking about something and I had encouraged him to cry and I had told him, the tears of a sacred masculine are powerful. You know, they really, really liberate the power of a man when he can allow himself to release in that way and be so secure in his masculine power that it doesn't matter who witnesses it. That's a powerful thing to witness. And that brought, I believe, more people when I said that. And so he was like, oh, I'm going to privately message her. And, you know, and that was at a time where I wasn't stuck. Not yet. Not yet. And then he began to say he wanted to make this super crew of spiritual people. And I was like, I guess. I mean, we could always kind of just see where it goes. You know, like, I guess it's safer in numbers, right? Nope. Basically, everyone that was selected for the super crew, I don't remember if he called it that, but they were all people who already had a very powerful draw. You know, they draw people in. And that's why he selected them. He was looking to create and dominate on social media. And so those are the ones he selected, people who could facilitate him dominating the spiritual part of Facebook. I mean, looking back at it now, it's very clear. It's very, very clear. Do I need to focus on all the things that I experienced because of them, all the negativity? No. I'm just sharing details of how I learned. What's important here is that I learned. I learned really profound things from the things I experienced. It doesn't matter who I experienced it with. It matters how I received that experience. And in this Mercury retrograde period, how are you going to choose how you receive your experiences? Mercury makes people act really, really funky. Really, really funky. I used to truly 100% believe the whole Mercury thing is just total bullshit. Yeah. Yes. I used to think it was total bullshit. Oh, also, I thought crystals were rocks. They're just rocks. What's a big fucking deal? Boy, oh boy, I've been wrong on so many different things. Your girl's learning. I'm learning. How are you going to receive the way people's rawness during a Mercury retrograde will expose the truth of their intentions with you? How will you receive it? Will you allow yourself to be their victim? There's a lot of people who are, you know, not doing very good things right now. Will you feel empowered as you experience things and kind of just allow yourself to learn and grow and be very aware of what's going on? Or, you know, any other options you can think of? There's not always only two options. That's like saying there's only left or right. When you live in a multidimensional state, there's left, right, front, back, up, down, southeast, southwest. There's internal, external. There's all sorts of different layers and levels. And when you begin to notice that, you'll begin to see that each direction offers you a different potentiality. So, which direction will you go? Only you get to choose. This is a period where you're going to be shedding. These are shedding cycles. The snakes will also shed their skin, and you'll be able to clearly see them. A snake with fresh skin tends to be more reflective, and so they tend to not be able to blend into their environment as well. Mhm. When a snake first sheds their skin is rather vibrant. It's no longer that duller color that's existed for some time. Sometimes these snakes want to eat the eggs. There are snakes that exist, and their food are the eggs of others, eggs of birds. These are your potentials that have not yet hatched. Do not feed them to the snake. Identify snakes in your life for what they are: snakes, scavengers. See, when you begin to understand the gravity of someone being a snake, snakes have a forked tongue. They use that forked tongue and they go like this with it, like that, because they're sensing the particles. Picks up the particles, that's why it flips around, and then they bring it back in, and then the organ that helps decipher what these particles mean lets the snake know the environment that they're in, what direction to go. What do snakes do? They avoid danger and go towards food. The snakes in your life will test the environment. They will always gravitate towards the people and circumstances they can feed off of. What's a telltale sign that you're speaking to a snake? When someone has a split in their tongue, they only tell half the truth. Wrap your mind around that. When you have a forked tongue, only half of what you say is true. The other half is headed in a different direction. So that tells me it's a lie. If I catch you in one half lie, you're out. Oh, well, maybe they made, nope, I don't give a shit. I already feel something. I already feel some kind of way. I just caught you. I just caught you. You told me a half lie. I'm good. I'm good. Nope. And you don't even have to like say anything to them. Just you being like, they're like, this one's paying attention. No more. Right. After they mold, after they shed, their skin is just so vibrant. I grew up with snakes. Like the real snakes, literal snakes. I used to play with garter snakes and gopher snakes, and my brothers had pythons, um, the reticulated, and then one of my, oh my god, I don't know where my brother got this, but its head was the size of my fist, and it was like, I don't know, 12, 13 feet long. And it tried to eat me. I'm not joking. He would sleep with this fucking snake in his bed. I'm like, you're going to die one day, bro. He would cuddle with it in bed. And then one day I was over at his house and I was working out in his workout room. He had like a um a stationary bike, and I was on it. I was like, and I was all starting to glisten because I never sweat back then. I was like glistening. I was like, heart rate's pumping. I was feeling all hot and stuff. And next thing you know, it's like rushing towards me. And then my brother grabbed it by its tail, and then he was like trying to pull it back, and it was like lifting off the ground because it really wanted me. And at that point, I stood on the handlebars. I stood on the handlebars of that fucking stationary bike, and I was screaming, Oh my God. He's like, get out of the room. He wants you. Where the fuck did you get that from? A goddamn swamp? Is that fresh from the swamp? That shit's not tame. Yeah. It was not tame. I don't know if it was. I don't fucking know. I don't know. This brother is the crazy one. He also had like a fucking caiman or something in a little pond in his backyard. He goes, look in he goes, look in my pond, and I look over, and it's like I was like, oh, what is that? What the fuck is your problem? What is wrong with you? Yeah, no, it almost bit me. He was cleaning out his fish tank. He had like a wall worth of fish tank. And then he had one of the fish in a bucket. And he goes and tells me, grab that fish. It's a little catfish. I was like, no, fuck you. I'm not touching shit. I fucking know how your mind functions. So he tells my husband to grab it. And my husband, my innocent husband goes and grabs a catfish out of the bucket. It's an electrified catfish. So he got fucking tasered by a catfish. He's like, oh shit, he got tasered. My husband got tasered by the catfish. He dropped it back in the bucket. I said, I told you, don't fucking do anything he tells you should do, especially if he's smiling. You should know that by now. If he tells you to touch it and he's smiling, you gonna get fucked up. Don't touch it. Be like, no, I'm good. I'm good. He does, yeah, no, that's all he does all day is fucking prank people. Prank people. That's all he does all fucking day. Hope he's satisfied. Card number 14, natural endings. He's very mischievous. He's very mischievous. Very. He totally loves all sorts of exotic animals. One of his really good friends was like an animal handler or fucking, I don't know. He owned a fish store. And he just had all fucking crazy ass animals. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need none of that. Give me a basic ass dog with short hair. I don't even need long hair. Short hair and that's it. I don't even need a cat. Just a basic ass dog, okay? Card number 14, natural endings. Things have to naturally end. This shedding cycle will also end. You will feel raw after it, but you'll feel new. A telltale sign that you've grown is experiencing a period of rawness after you shed one of your identities. Because if you truly have sloughed off that layer that held the wound, you'll feel raw. You'll feel raw. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to your brother Plum. Wow. It's almost a year, isn't it? It's almost a year. Card number 43, rejuvenation sigil. Allow yourself to be rejuvenated. Before you can be rejuvenated, you need to first go through the experience to recognize that you need rejuvenation. Okay? It's time to allow yourself to recognize exactly what it is you need. Oh, it's not his birthday. Card number 48, self-sabotage. This fear of not being able to survive the things that life brings you, it's what's sabotaging you. this fear. It's an unfounded fear. Just because it's scary does not mean you will fail. What you do with that fear is what will determine whether or not you fail. If you allow the fear to cripple you, you probably will fail. If you allow the fear to put you into action, you might succeed. If you allow the fear to cause you to question and observe before you put yourself into action, you will absolutely succeed. You will absolutely succeed. It might not be in the way that you planned, but you will succeed. You will. Allow yourself to go through the process you need to go through to understand how powerful you actually are. I'm not just talking about energetically, I'm talking about the manifestation of the things you want and need in your life. Many of us live our lives in the negatives. What this means is instead of stating what you want, you instead continue to state and fixate on what you don't want. And what does that do? It makes you more negative and it draws to you the things that are negative. Because if only the only thing you look for is a negative, that's the only thing you'll find. Because even if there's positives, you're not looking for a positive. You're so busy looking for a negative. And how's that going to help you? Well, I mean, I can't help it because life has what? Given you opportunity after opportunity to not be negative, to choose to be something else. You can't blame anyone else when you make these choices, either consciously or subconsciously. It really doesn't matter. When you realize something, when you realize your patterns, you have to change it. If you don't like that pattern, choose something else. And the definition of insanity, it's to continue to choose the same thing and expect different results. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Life is literally what you make it. Life is literally what you make it. Again, I'm going to share with you guys. I launched this company in a parking lot, stranded, with a $30 prepaid cell phone, no Wi-Fi, no electric, no water. You can't give me any excuses. If you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. Do you want that stability? Or do you use that want for stability that's never fulfilled by you as a crutch to keep you chained to the very thing that makes you unhappy? Like, if you want something, work for it. Work for it. Oh, but you don't understand. No, I don't need to understand. That's the thing. When I say things that trigger you to the point where you feel like you have to, but you don't understand. No, you don't understand. You are making excuses to perpetuate your lack of movement. You cannot move away if you do not move. No one else needs to understand what's going on. There is so many things in my life that are going on right now. And in a completely different place. Oh no, I don't have time to iron my backdrop. It's all wrinkled. It's not even the same one because I fucking don't know. In case y'all weren't paying attention, this one's brown, the other one was gray. Yet here I am, making time, making it work. That's my choice. That's my choice. I chose that, so I made it happen. I could have sat here and be like, oh, but I don't have an iron here. Um, I don't have enough push pins to make it extra flat and wrinkle free. No, 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 no. They're not here to see things, they're here to hear. All of that's irrelevant. I'm either going to choose to show up or I'm not. It doesn't matter what's going on with everything else. I'm either going to choose to show up or I'm not. And I made a choice and I'm here. I'm here because I choose to be. Because there's something I needed to hear coming out of my own mouth. There's some sort of clarity that I needed. There's something. I don't know what it is. Maybe when I'm done talking, something will click and like, oh my God, I did say that. I was thinking the other day, yesterday in the car, I was thinking, kind of feel like an ugly duckling. Like, I don't know why that popped in my head. I wasn't necessarily feeling ugly, but I was just like, it felt like some sort of ugly duckling moment. And then I found myself thinking the ugly duckling was only ugly to the people who were expecting a swan to be a duck. I'm sorry, but when you compare a duck to a swan, there's no comparison. It's only when you expect yourself to be something that you're not that you disappoint yourself. The ugly duckling didn't look like the other ducks because it's not a duck. I'm not a duck. I'm a fucking swan. And I tell you guys, I don't know if you know this. My eczema is fucking raging right now. Girl, do something about that shit. I tell you, people think that swans are like just beautiful and graceful and like, oh my God, they need to be protected because someone might come and like break their neck or something. I don't know, something graphic, something really bad and graphic. Oh, there you go. Extra fucking shiny. Hey, I'm moisturizing myself. It's self care time, okay? But here's the thing, I went to a campsite a few years back and we were in the RV and we saw two swans, right? We were parked right, our RV spot was right by the pond. I don't have any more breast milk, unfortunately. But we chose the spot right by the pond, and then we were outside and then we saw the swans. There were two. And then they swam up to us because they thought we were going to feed them. And then I think we had some crackers or something like that, and we gave them a little bit. And I thought they were friendly. I thought they were just chill. And then and I reached my hand out. Motherfuckers chased me. Holy shit, they're fucking aggressive. I bet you ain't nobody tell me. I didn't fucking know that. So I'm a swan. A wild one. I'm a wild swan. I will fucking come out of this water and chase you. Don't try and touch me. You don't have that type of permission. Don't you dare. You're only ugly to someone who expects you to be something you're not. When I first started letting my attitude really just be my attitude, instead of trying to play this role that I've played my whole life of I'm docile, I'm agreeable, I'm very accommodating, because sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not, but I used to just really cover it up when I wasn't. Those are still both valid parts of me. And then so I let myself really be myself and fucking snapped at a few people and like, oh my God, Emmy's so ugly. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I don't care if you're not attracted to me. I don't care if now I'm not some living anime to you. Like, I don't care. I care about many things, but that I don't care about that. Make a decision. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be yourself, which is the swan? Sometimes it motherfuckers. I was like, what is wrong with you two? We didn't do anything. We fed you. Oh no. Luckily it chased me because I shoved the kids. My kids are with us. And I shoved them and I took off running. It chased me, not the kids. It didn't chase me far. And they went back in the water, and my kids were like, and I said, holy shit, let's go back in the RV. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Card number 50, shadow work. Shadow work involves being as honest with yourself as you possibly can, where you allow yourself to truly see the truth of who you are. You want to know what your shadow is? This is going to blow your mind for people who don't know. So you get all these different groups of people who are just so utterly convinced that anything to do with shadow is evil. It's bad. It's evil. Okay. But what's in the shadow? They want you to believe it's demons. In reality, it's all your most authentic parts. And those are the parts society tells you can't be. Why? Why are all the parts of me that make me the most powerful because it makes me whole the bad parts? My ability to speak up for myself, that's in the shadow. My unwillingness to let people just like be horrible, that's shadow. My stubbornness that keeps me from giving up on myself, that's shadow. My ability to overcome everything because I'm driven when I want to be, that's shadow because it's bad, right? The ease with which I accomplish things, the ease with which I achieve success, that's shadow. You can't be successful. I'm sorry, you can't work and be successful using your gifts because that's like, fake and like greedy and really. So you think that it's greedy of me to accept my gifts and allow my gifts to take care of me, but it's not greedy of you to expect that I allow you to be entitled to what is mine, my gift. Wow. Now that makes sense. That makes total sense. Yeah, no, it makes sense that you're an asshole. Makes sense. Yeah. Everything you need to be a whole person has been hidden away in the shadows. It's okay if you're afraid. I'm not talking about conjuring shit. I'm not talking about making deals and pacts with beings outside of yourself. I'm talking about putting your big fucking kid panties, chones on. Strap up the damn boots, wear some gloves and a wide brimmed hat. Get to work and enter into that space. See what parts of you rediscover. I promise you, you're not evil. Evil people are not worried about what they find in their shadow. Yes. I mean, what are all the things that you're like so afraid you'll do? You're afraid that you might accidentally hurt someone. Okay, so then that tells me you're probably never going to hurt someone. You're afraid that your shadow is full of evil things. Okay, evil things, like I said, are not afraid of evil things. That tells me you're probably not evil. You're afraid that you'll say the wrong thing at the wrong time. So then that tells me you're always careful about what you say and what you share. And so you'll never say the wrong thing at the wrong time. But you will say things that make people feel uncomfortable. And because you feel their discomfort, it makes you uncomfortable. But it's not really you that's uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable for them on their behalf. Do you see how that works? So this reading is for Pisces and empaths, right? Basically a general reading for the entirety of the human race. Do you understand that empathy is developed through trauma? While you're growing up, the more unsafe you're made to feel, the more empathic you become. You learn to sense energy and what this energy is telling you. You learn to decipher people's moods and thoughts. Why do you think I'm such a fucking powerful empath? I had to know when it's time to walk on eggshells and when I could quietly back away and just go hide. I'm real fucking good at assessing people. Why? The amount of fucking trauma that I've experienced in life. Does that mean you have to pity me? Or does that mean you have to finally take the blinders off and recognize everything that happens in your life is adding to your strength, to your capability? You were made for this. I was often shunned. I was often made to feel left out. I never got complimented. I rarely ever got invited to anything. I never really ever fit in. I've always felt very awkward, very different. Um, is that sad? Or is that why I don't need validation now? I never got it as a kid. It makes me laugh when people are like, sometimes trolls will come on and they'll say things and it's supposed to trigger me and upset me and offend me. Like most recently, this was a while back, several months back, someone commented while I was doing expedites, energy work. They were like, Emmie, you're getting old. You're pushing 40 and you need to find a man and have a kid. And people in the audience got offended on my behalf. And I was like, wait, what? You think I look younger than 40? Like, give me an age. Say a number. Like, how young do you think I look? Like 35? And you think I look childless? Holy fucking shit, I got hella fucking kids. Oh my God. Like, how young do I look? Yeah, you think you're gonna offend me? I fucking was never told I was pretty. You're fucking dripping, boo. You're fucking dripping. Yeah. Years ago, someone came on the live stream and I literally was like 100 pounds. Okay. Let me show you my fucking life. I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this because you need to better understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Hold up. All right. I'm almost there, guys. Hold on. So this is a milk crate from Walmart. It's not an actual milk crate that they use to crate milk. It's that organizational cube. You know how small that is? I fucking fit in it, okay? I fit in it. Look how small my legs are. Someone comes on my live stream and is like, girl, you look fat. Bitch, I'm skinny as fuck. I'm not fucking fat. You're not hurting my feelings. I'm not someone who's like, oh my God. Am I like, no. My second and my third chin, along with my waddler, are not ashamed. You think I care? I mean, I'm booking on this live stream with 2 fucking eczema up the Wu Wang, okay? I don't give a shit if people think I'm attractive or not. That's not what I'm here for. I own my space. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of feeling myself right now. I'm like, girl, you looking extra. I'm feeling myself right now. Not just the line. I really am. My skin is looking extra nourished. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And look, because I've gained weight, like it's filled up. It's filled up. You know, my skin doesn't retract. I have a condition that the elasticity of my skin is not the same like other people. So that's okay. Did you need me to be you for you to feel secure? You're never going to feel secure then. I feel secure in just being who I am. Right? I was thinking that too. Like my hair is looking like it actually looks kind of thick right now, right? I'm just saying, like, girl, you better not fucking be pregnant. I'm just saying. Don't play with me, okay? My mom says the best medicine for wrinkles is eating. Yeah. Injectables what? That's real fat. I'm just saying it's not even grafted. I just tell myself, like, girl, some people be like, oh my God, I'm so fat. And I'm over here like, how much did you save? You didn't need to inject shit, girl. You just fucking ate. You ate a lot. And then you were happy. Eating makes me happy. One of my girlfriends years ago said that I had to have a conversation with my husband. And she said that I needed to tell him that food is not love. And I said, bitch, stay out of my fucking marriage. Food is absolutely love. The fuck? Tell him food is not love. You love me. You better fucking feed me. Oh, is my food here? Hold on. Hi, is the food here? What did you cook? Yeah. I'm coming. Bye. He made me grain-free, cow-free pizza. I'm just saying. Try pizza on a grain-free tortilla from Siete. Mhm. From Siete. I'm gonna ask him to bring it here so I could just tease y'all. Just saying. And don't call me a tease. You know you like it. You know you like it when I tease you. What? Is he playing with me right now? So I on my, I think he's bringing it here. On my makeshift pizzas, I go ahead and I use goat cheese because I'm not reactive to goat cheese. I use several different kinds of goat cheese. And then I also sometimes use sheep cheese. And I ask for olives. I also put jalapenos, not fresh, pickled. I like the salt. And then we add some, I don't know, pepperoni and my kid says Genoa, Genoa salami and pineapples. Yes, crushed pineapples. Oh my God, that's the fucking bomb. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Where is he? I think he's playing games with me. Let's get you guys a final card to give him time. Give him time. Ooh, sheep grilled cheese. Hello? Hey, kid, can you bring it here so that I can show everyone? Thank you. Bye. Bro. Yes, that's the cheese I use. Manchego. Pecorino. And then, oh my God, my sorry. My most favorite cheese to just eat like it's a burger. Like I'll just eat the wedge. Drunken goat. Oh my God. Y'all. I can't have bread. I don't use any bread. For like, what do you mean bread? Like for sandwiches? I don't eat sandwiches. Are you talking about for the pizza? I use, and they have a machengo in Costco and in Sam's Club. Just saying. Let's get that final card. All right. Thank you guys for talking me off the edge. I almost went back and like gave that elder man a piece of my mind. No grain, gluten free for real. Yeah, it fucks me up, girl. It's not even for aesthetics. Like, it fucks me up so bad. No joke. Oh shit. Look at it. Look at it. See that? See that? And then it's literally a grain-free. I'm just saying. Y'all don't need a last card. I believe in you guys. You can overcome whatever you're facing without a final card. Now, I'll just, okay. Let me just put this on the floor. All right. We'll get you your final card. Oh, it's the Angel Rasbar again. I think this card is a very, very resounding message. It's a really powerful message. I want you guys, if it's safe, I want you guys to hear this message with your eyes closed. Just close your eyes if it's safe to do so. So this is a card. Card number 27, the Angel Rasbar. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I'm the everlasting life, love said. I'm the recurring joy of living. The master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. Go scoop them up, urges the master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are those precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly. In service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is a soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. Divine contribution is offered to those who wish to contribute to the world. The great beloved sees what's in your heart, what it is you wish to offer, and is saying yes. So you're being empowered to serve, to assist, to offer a genuine spiritual contribution to this planet, to become a sacred hand at work for the will of heaven. Such is a capacity bestowed upon the soul that is wise and filled with love, and therefore desiring to serve. So then do not doubt yourself. You have been blessed with this by the master to find the precious jewel of your own soul and claim it. Cast aside your doubts. Perhaps this is not easy for you to do. Perhaps you look at the world, even your chosen field of endeavor, and already you hear so many voices speaking. You may wonder if your own contribution would simply add noise to a cacophony. You may wonder if you can really help, if you have anything genuine to add, or if there's just too much noise, anyways. You may hesitate and become fearful. Do not despair. It's part of your divine destiny to add something of great value to the world, something that has its place even amongst all that activity, something needed absolutely in the hearts of all. The precious gift is the true silence. The true silence is peace. It is the living experience of the eternal love of the divine that asks nothing but to be received and gives of itself unconditionally. That silence is present underneath even the most loud noise, if one knows how to access it. The true silence can only be felt through the beautiful feeling heart. When you know how to feel for it, to surrender into it, you can transmit silence in many ways. Through the peace you cultivate in your heart, in your own daily living, through your presence, through your art, even through your voice, written, sung, or spoken. Yes, even the sound, if that is your path of service. Silence can emanate through your voice, and divine silence can be felt in the hearts of others. The true and great silence, as you may now realize, my dear angel, is not the absence of sound. It is the experience of the divine presence of love. So shall you trust in the wisdom of the Master who bids you to serve according to the graces you've been given. Will you choose to put aside your doubts and instead believe in yourself and the power of divine love that will reach out to the world through your willing soul? Yes, I knew your brave heart would accept this empowerment. I knew you wanted to serve more than you wanted to fear. Whatever is in your heart is the method by which the great jewels shall be collected. The Master teaches us that we are built to serve according to a higher perfection. So if to dance is in your heart, then dance. Be open and free. Do not hide. Dance. If prayer is in your heart, then pray. If you can feed the poor with food, if you can give the despairing kindness, the lost your words, and those who have turned away from the great Master a healing touch, then do so. Do so without doubt, without having to be the best or the greatest or any other notion your mind conjures. Just be willing. Willingness is not perfection. Willingness is what's required from you. So then there is room for freedom to awaken in you. Willingness opens you to divine assistance, and through that empowerment, even greater joy of being will grow within your sacred heart. Your service can flow from simply being yourself in the world, completely and utterly. Your radiance can become one with the sacred candles of the Holy Master. There are many candles that hold the Master's light, and yet each one of them is precious beyond compare. Be such a light. Scoop up the jewels through your service, and do not render yourself incapable through nightmares of false imaginings and smallness of mind. Yes, your heart is too big for your mind, and it will break it open. But that's okay. Do you think you only serve love and are also not to be served by love? The helpers are always helped. This is love's way. Do you feel as though you are a foreigner in this land? Angel Rasbar shall show you the way then, for she knows you from a long, long time ago, though you might have temporarily forgotten the acquaintance. She is a great hostess and guide in this terrain of divine love, and she remembers you. You who are great of heart and capable of contribution. You who are now signing up for service in the great work of love. Yes, there's work for you to do. Your purpose is bestowed. Service, assist. Do not hold back for any reason. Not one reason you could imagine is worthy of you. So then aliveness. So then service. So then joy. Help and be helped. That is the way for you now. This oracle comes to you with guidance. You are being guided deeper into your life purpose and divine destiny. Like a maturing adult who's ready to take on the mantle of greater responsibility, your soul is stepping up. You are going through a process of assuming more spiritual responsibility for the honest and empowered expression of your own essence. And through that, your healing presence in the world is increasing. You're stepping up and forward onto your path. This is appropriate now. It will make you more visible, but that is how it should be. It's not about being worth more than another. It's about the utterly sensible use of a light that is not to be dampened down by a shade, but instead be placed where it can cast its fullness so that others, still in darkness, find their way more easily. This is efficient, intelligent, and sensible. Your success and growth is drenched in compassion and brings joy to the heart of the master as another and another find their way, benefiting from the light of your being. So shine true. Be humble, but not dismissive of your gifts. Allow others to find their way more easily because you chose to honor the power of the great silence that emanates through you evermore as you trust and surrender. This oracle brings special messages of reassurance that you're making progress and are indeed on the right path. Although it may not unfold exactly as you anticipate, it will indeed unfold. You are making a positive impact in the world, more than you consciously realize, and you're being asked, therefore, to continue. Do not give up. Do not turn back. Just continue. Take your steps, your journey, and know that the great master is aware of you and is sending the holy ones, including that wise ancient mother, Angel Razbar, to bring you the blessing of the true silence now. Let it clear and soothe your mind and your heart and help you remember the peace that dwells within you. All is well. I love that. The last time I pulled from that deck, that same card came out. I think it's even more than just our fear to succeed. Every time topics return back, it's almost like I feel as though there's another layer of message that maybe I'm not recognizing. So this time around, yes, it probably has to do with our fear of success, but it also probably has to do with a fear of purpose and living that purpose, a fear of you simply living, actually fulfilling that purpose, being of service, contributing. Maybe we feel like what we contribute is not enough. Maybe we don't understand we were perfectly designed, and therefore, by definition, our existence is enough. And the process you go through in your life is simply the process of learning to accept what actually already is. You were born enough. And you spend your entire life trying to remember this. And you're worth that process. No, it's not a waste. Because as you go through your process to learn who you are, you gift other people who you allow to witness that light that's being spoken about in that poem. You know, we all don't want to be put on a pedestal because we're told that it's bad. It makes you selfish. It makes you think you're above everyone else. And now you're, all of this ugly stuff. But in reality, when we see it in the most simplistic terms, as it's put in that poem, it's sensible, it's intelligent, it's appropriate to place a beautiful light in a higher place, not because it's better, but because it can better serve from that elevation. More can see, more can benefit, and hopefully find their way back to themselves. How beautiful is that, to finally see that's what you were created for? To first see yourself and then allow other people to see you as well. How freeing that will be, not just for the people who are freed by your example, but also for the people who will be freed by theirs. and so on and so on. And that's how we change the world. That's how we change the world, when we free ourselves to see who we actually are and not be ashamed of it, not have to hide it, not have to, be this brand image, and you can only see me when these terms are met, and those parameters, and in certain lights, and I have to be in my studio and this and that. No, there's just something so beautifully raw about the truth of who you actually are. When you won't allow the aesthetics to stop you, when you're realizing you're more than just an aesthetic, you're more than just a fetish, your divinity made into flesh, you're a prayer that's been answered. That's profound. That's profound. To understand the gravity that you hold with your existence, you anchor more people than you realize in this life, just by existing. Just by existing, just by being you, just by breathing. Wow. Maybe the lights shut off in your room so that you can understand how bright you actually are, to no longer fear your shadow. Like for like, right? Entering into that shadowy realm and not being afraid. Do you feel scared right now, Eliza? You don't feel afraid to me. You feel empowered. You feel emptied and raw. You feel like you're ready to conquer the next part of your life. You're done with the last part. Now you're consciously building the next one. That's powerful. To be conscious, to be aware that you are now positioned to start a brand new life as a brand new person. Not broken, not tossed to the side, not simply escaping a bad situation, not any of that. This was the price of my freedom. Mm. Mm. Something about being in the wilderness, pitch black, no one else around, climbing up to the roof of the RV, staring at the stars, and saying that to myself. This was the price of my freedom. And never felt more at home. Most people would have been broken by that experience, and I wasn't. Because I knew this minor inconvenience is the price of my freedom. Some would say it's a heavy price. I would say it was a bargain. I'm worth so much more than the price I paid. Minor inconvenience. Some would say, oh my God, 5 months is not minor. It is when you understand the gravity of your journey, when you understand the gravity of where you're headed. I'm living a life of service. The first person I need to be of service to is myself as I grow. And as I become stronger in my sense of who I actually am, not who I was told to be, not who Mercury turns me into, but who I actually am, that better positions me to shine brighter. Ooh. Honey, you didn't lose everything. You let it go. The only thing you needed in your hands was yourself. When we first decided to live in our RV years ago, you have limited space. You can only bring what's important. Part of the reason why I cherished those years we spent in that broken ass RV is because it helped us as a family to learn, first and foremost, what is most important It was never the material things. And then as we learned that, we began to realize one by one, all of us began to realize all of these material possessions actually were possessing us. We no longer owned these things, they owned us. We catered to them. We can't go there if we can't bring all of this. So then that decides where I go. And being in a very limited space for several years, I lost my attachment to those possessions. And their lack of proximity to me took away their ability to possess me. Who really owns what? If you're worried about your belongings, I'd say you're the one that's being owned. So we don't lose anything. We let them go. Willingly, not so willingly, painfully, happily, really doesn't matter. Anything you lose, see it as you letting go. Because you will not be possessed. Not by anything or anyone. Freedom is a choice. Live free or don't. Freedom is a choice. And sometimes choices have a price to pay. Whatever that price is, that's the cost of my freedom, and it's worth it. It's a bargain. Absolutely. It's a bargain. So you guys, I'm going to go eat my pizza. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell and join me when I'm live. I'm probably going to go live tomorrow. I don't want to do energy work. This Mercury stuff is making me feel like caca. I do like the crystals though. So maybe I'll have more swords and some crystals and we'll do an auction tomorrow. All I know is y'all are my church. Y'all are the threads in my beautiful robe of dignity. There's this quote. Let me find it. Hold on. Where is it? Excuse me. I don't know where it is. It's scripture. I forget. Is it in Matthew's? I don't know. I don't know. I'm too sleepy for this. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. You can be whatever thread you want to be, girl. Blang, blang, blang. Bling it, girl. Bling it. Okay. I gotta go. I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your night. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.